Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Today, me and my group members are going to present our international business entitled MNEs for Coca-Cola.
Aesthetic. The logo was designed by Frank M. Robinson. As for the color, the red color was there since the beginning. It is meant to represent energy, excitement, power, and passion. Moreover, the red color is associated with increased heart rate and appetite. According to various studies, the red color can trigger impulsive buying behavior. The logo design kept being a little twisted throughout the years. However, it has never significantly changed. The use of the script and color remain constant throughout the decades. The Coca-Cola logo is the heart of the brand's identity. But there is more to it than just the logo, design, script, and colors. Packaging design, specifically the shape of the bottle, played a huge role in the success of the brand. The shape of the bottle, without any writings on it, started to be as recognizable on the global stage as the logo. Coca-Cola can definitely be called an emotional brand. Its objective is to sell experience rather than a product. The attempt to include happiness in its overall brand image, and therefore create the emotional brand, put the company ahead of its competitors, as emotional marketing wasn't a thing back in the days. Religion. Coca-Cola has been point of legal discussion in the Middle East. In the early 20th century, a fatwa was created in Egypt to discuss the question of whether Muslims were permitted to drink Coca-Cola. According to fatwa, the rule in Islamic law of forbidding or allowing foods and beverages is based on the presumption that such things are permitted unless it can be shown that they are forbidden on the basis of the Quran. Quran specifically prohibits the consumption of a particular product. It is permissible to consume. Another clause was discussed, whereby the same rules apply if a person is unaware of the condition or ingredients of the item in question. Brand stories act like religion, not just by holding people together, but also by holding individual experiences together. Coca-Cola cluster around their brands as we need to cluster around sacred relics. They are loyal to them the way they are loyal to symbols such as flags. They live through, around, and against them. Brands have become members of the new and improved family of a man. Language. Coca-Cola needs to be in direct contact with its customer throughout verbal communication. The company, through its production centers, has many opportunities for its trained staff to talk to customers about all issues. Since Coca-Cola is a worldwide company, they have representatives around the world. These representatives reach the customer and create awareness among them about a new product or service and sell the products to the customer. Visual and oral media includes television, radio, cinema, posters, billboard, and direct mailing. Various types of media are used to advertise the Coca-Cola brand in general, and Coca-Cola drink in particular. The Coca-Cola was named COCA-COLA in China, which translates in Mandarin to bite the wax that fall. Subsequently, Coke found a close phonetic equivalent, COCA-COLA, which translates to happiness in the mouth, after researching 40,000 Chinese characters.
Hello, my name is Jovina Emily, and I will present about culture differences for international business in continent countries for China and United States of America. First is China. I will start with language. Mandarin Chinese, which is the official dialect of China and is the language taught in almost any Chinese school and used on television and in the media. Most Americans who learn Chinese choose to study Mandarin because of its prevalence in Chinese culture. Cantonese is the second most common dialect, and it is widely used in the Hong Kong, Guangdong, and southern Guangxi Zhuang. Because of this great regional concentration, many Chinese immigrants and expatriates in the neighboring region of the Pacific coast of the United States, Washington, Oregon, and California, speak Cantonese. In America, United States, the language is English will still be used almost 100% in business conversation. Next is greetings. In China, when people meet with each other socially, they just shake hands. They are not accustomed to hugging, especially between male and female. In business, greetings are accompanied by exchange of name cards. Next is ethic in workplace for China country. For women, be careful. Do not put your hands on the hips because it reminds the Chinese of the behavior of girl of the wrong kind. Rather cross your hand in front of you. But in the America, ethic in the workplace, when you deal with business partner, client or colleague from the United States, South Korea, Japan, and Russia, you are expected to be on time. Punctuality is very important for business occasion. The concept is time is money is taken seriously in this business culture. Next is traits. China treats its senior in a different way to American. Elders are held in great respect and treated as such both in business and family. American, on the other hand, expect their offspring to be independent. The older generation can live hundreds of miles away from their children, and isolation of all people is a social issue. Last is a MNE for China country. A substantial number of multinational corporations operate in China, both Western and otherwise. China is one of the world's fastest growing economies, and its inhabitants make up almost 20% of the world population. Since its adoption of free market principle, China has become one of the world's most hyped investment locations. And MNE for United States America, worldwide employment by United States multinational enterprise MNE increased 1.4% to 43.0 million workers in 2018 from 42.4 million in 2017, according to statistics released by the Economic Analysis on the Operation and Finance of United States parent companies and their foreign affiliates.
First, individualism. Individualism is the tendency of people to look after themselves and their immediate family and neglect the needs of society. Individualism (IDV) focus on the degree the society reinforces individual or collective achievement and interpersonal relationships. A high individualism ranking indicates that individuality and individual rights are paramount important within the society. For example, time. The Coca-Cola company also values the time of its employees. All tasks and job activities are planned so that individual, social, and personal life is not impacted, and a work-life balance is maintained. This work-life balance is important for the emotional and physical well-being of the employees, and Coca-Cola company ensures that employees are valued for their time as well. Second, power distance. The degree to which a culture accepts social inequality among its people refers to the extent to which less powerful members accept unequal power distribution within a culture. A culture with High power distance tends to be characterized by much inequality between superiors and subordinates. Culture with low power distance display a great degree of equality with prestige rewards more equally shared between superiors and subordinates. For example, organizational hierarchy of Coca-Cola Company behaves as a filter organizational hierarchy. The filter organizational hierarchy allows more visibility and easier access to management. This promotes a sense of trust and belonging in the employees and increase their motivation towards optional performance. Masculinity, femininity. The tendency within a society to emphasize traditional gender roles. Masculinity, MAS, focus on the degree the society reinforces or does not reinforce the traditional masculine role model of male achievement, control, and power. In this culture, men are aggressive, tough, and work towards material success. Women are modest, focus on quality of life, and are tender. In a masculine culture, both genders value competition, ambition, assertion, and accumulation of material possessions. A high masculinity ranking indicates the country experiences and a high degree of gender differentiation. A low masculinity femininity ranking indicates the country has a low level of differentiation and discrimination between genders. Motivation factor success within the Coca-Cola Company is more likely to be achieved through collaborative means than on negotiation. The company does not encourage or support success based on rigid competition that can hurt the well-being of individuals, physically, mentally, or emotionally. The company encourages a focus on work-life balance and work flexibility to suit and meet the needs of employees. This in turn allows the organization to optimally manage the employee performance levels.
Uncertainty avoidance. Uncertainty avoidance is how cultures differ on the amount of tolerance they have of unpredictability. Furthermore, uncertainty avoidance is one of 5 key qualities or dimensions measured by the researchers who developed the Hofstede model of cultural dimensions to quantify cultural difference across international lines and better understand why some ideas and business practice works better in some countries than in others. Countries such as the US and the UK and Denmark are examples of where there is a low level of uncertainty avoidance. Countries with a common history and similar cultural heritage tend to have many of the same value orientations and therefore share many of the same attitudes and behaviors. In addition, Coca-Cola has worked its way to traditions. This is seen in areas of Latin America where Coke has been integrated into the local cuisines and religious practice. For instance, during the 1970s in Mexico, religious brotherhoods substitute rum with Coca-Cola to aid in the communication with spirits without having to worry about the growing occurrence of alcoholism. Next, long-term orientation. Long-term orientation is focused on the future. But other than that, to delay short-term material or social success or even short-term emotional gratification in order to prepare for the future. If you have this cultural perspective, you will value persistence, perseverance, saving, and being able to adapt. In addition, countries with long-term orientation tend to be pragmatic, modest, and more thrifty. In fact, increasing long-term orientation is crucial because it plans for greater organizational success. This is achieved in many ways, some of which include embracing socially beneficial goals such as industrialization, modernization, and regional commitment. For an example, Coca-Cola is a beverage giant of the industry, and it emphasizes brand over product. The one-size-fits-all approach is not for this company. They want to remain innovative, and for different products, they have a different strategy. Consumer-centric innovation approach enables the company and the consumers actively participate together in the innovation process, and it is especially effective in brand revitalization process. And this approach is the key for Coca-Cola Company to develop and retain its strong brand recognition across the years.
That is all from us. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new from us.